Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. We are going to be talking about Black Clover episode 88. And this was a good episode overall in general, but it's really rocking and rolling now that they're going in, they're on attack, and they're heading into the Eye of the Midnight Sun's hideout, and things are really just kind of starting to get really kind of crazy now that we're getting into it. Now, granted, most of the episode was essentially downtime in a sense, prior to them leaving for the Eye of the Midnight Sun, but it was all some pretty good and nice stuff to see. So first of all the royal knights have convened into the capital. They want to cut down any potential suspicions stuff going on, and some leaks or whatever of what they're doing. So they want to kind of get them all in one place so that they're all kind of together. In addition to that, we have Asta and Noelle visiting Fuegoleon and Leo. And first of all, okay, so I'm a little confused, or not confused, but a little hazy on how much time has passed since the Eye of the Midnight Sun attacked the capital to begin with, and Fuegoleon got all messed up, and now he's still in a coma. I get that he was really, really hurt, but how much time has passed? Is this about average time for somebody to be I mean, granted, you could be in a coma for years, so it's sure. But, I don't know. In a world of magic, you'd think it'd be oh, well, he's still injured, obviously out of commission. He's lost his, freaking arm. But, you'd think he'd be up and be oh, I'm kind of, messed up or whatever. So, I don't know. Maybe, I'm sure at the end of this whole attack, or maybe during the middle, he'll wake up and Leo will be out of sight and he'll feel bad, I guess. I don't know. I'm sure he's gonna wake up. I feel like he's a super underused character, and I really liked Fuegoleon a lot when he was on the show. So I don't know. I hope he wakes up and is kind of more of a mentor character more than he was before. Meanwhile, they're kind of not a super heavy-handed way. They're kind of trying to make Noelle, the captain of the Silver Eagles, humanized or something. He is a terrible person. He treats Noelle awful. He treats anybody that's below him awful, along with the rest of their family, really. And it's just what, you're gonna go out of your way to try to make this person that up until now we have seen him just act terribly and we have had no reason to like him whatsoever, and you're gonna be oh, well, he misses his friend. Get out of here. No way. I don't care for that. Noelle and the rest of the Silva family, with the exception of Noelle, they can all go themselves. Anyways, as I said, all the royal knights have convened into the capital, and they kind of have a little banquet for themselves. They're planning on leaving in 3 days' time, and they're gonna just all mulling around. You have what's-her-face from the Blue Roses, basically trying to serenade everybody, but she's basically just screaming, and it's awful. Then you have Rill, and I really like this scene. So he sees Zora off in the corner, and Zora's obviously, he's doing his own thing. He's not exactly the most sociable person, and Rill is oh, you got this guy, he's just off to the side, he must be shy, and he tries to do his thing where he mimics people. And first of all, really funny. I really like Rill a lot. And second of all, Zora was not having it, and he flicks one of his rainbow stink bugs on him, and that kills him out, and that's it. So I really like kind of the, I guess, downtime parts of this, where they're all just kind of mulling around. It's, again, characters that you would never really necessarily think to see each other with. Mimosa's brother is eating some food or whatever, and is trying to eat a mushroom, and the mushroom keeps dodging his fork, and he's surprised about this, and he doesn't know what's going on. But the moment I saw what was going on, I knew it was N, and it turned out well, he was speaking through his one mushroom guy, but it's oh, he's controlling the mushroom or something like that. That's his cousin or something. I don't know. I thought that was kind of a funny moment. I just really like seeing all these characters kind of mingle with each other. But while all this is happening, a spy actually does get into this. And this is actually kind of Mira Leona's plan, I guess, in a sense, because they wanted to make sure that there was nothing, none of their plan was going to get out. And lo and behold, there was actually a spy. And he was hiding in shadows of people, and he had basically attached himself to Asta's shadow prior to them going into the capital. And when he realized, hey, I'm not going to get any information from this kid or whatever from this area, I might as well just kind of go off somewhere else and find somebody bigger. He ends up hiding in Mira Leona's shadow, but she's super well equipped with this kind of stuff, so she knows immediately what's going on. Her and Nozel basically capture the guy and interrogate him, and then she basically announces, okay guys, we're leaving in the morning. We don't want to basically let any other spies get the best of us, so we gotta strike while the iron's hot. And while this sucks for them because they thought they were leaving in 3 days time, they barely get one night's good sleep. Some of the characters are like, well, I get the feeling that maybe she had planned on leaving immediately as soon as they found a spy. In any event, they do leave and they go to the, like, I forget what it's exactly called, but it's like a stone gravitas or whatever. But it's a giant floating fortress, and this is where the Eye of the Midnight Sun is located, and it's basically built kind of like they call it like an ant hill, where it's basically got a bunch of different entrances, or, well, potential entrances, and it's kind of built like a maze. However, thanks to one of their mages that they're bringing along, they can basically make a map of it and know exactly where things are and where to go for their infiltration. To do this, they break into 5 groups, 4 groups of 4, and then one final group of Mira Leona and Asta and Zora. And that's honestly one of the most interesting groups. Some of them were kind of like pretty obvious, like Yuno and his crew are together with somebody extra. I don't have any of the side people memorized, I'm sorry. But it's like kind of like, yeah, of course they're gonna get together. And then I think Luck is actually with Noel or something like that, I forget. But either way, they're all kind of paired with some people that you'd probably expect them to be with, and then Mira Leona, Asta, and Zora are together, which seems like a pretty overpowered team. Especially since when they first get in there, Mira Leona and both her and Nozel basically have this, like, inner monologue, I guess, in a sense, where they're like, time to get revenge for our friend, or brother, I guess, and they both basically destroy everybody in front of them. Asta makes a good point that, like, she really doesn't need their help, but they're there anyways. We then finally end the episode with another shot, or a couple of shots, with Raya, and he's basically prepping himself to do battle. He summons his little, like, third eye, and I'm getting a lot of vibes of Stark from Bleach from him, where he's, like, basically probably the top guy other than the leader, obviously. But he's kind of lazy, but when he really goes all out, he can really, like, throw down. So I think it's going to be some interesting stuff, especially with his, like, weird, like, again, they imply that maybe he's got, like, some, like, memories that are locked away, because in the, like, might have been the last episode, he woke up from a dream where he was with Licht, but he doesn't quite remember that as a thing. So I have a feeling that there's some, like, kind of tricky stuff going on with his memories. So we shall see what's happening with him. I'm super excited that they're getting kind of back into another battle arc of sorts. Downtime is good, that's for sure. Black Clover really shines when there is a fight to be had. The animation gets really good when they're fighting, and I'm just excited for them to kind of progress the plot even more. I think the next episode is based on the next time thing, is actually going to kind of split the time between the Black Bulls hideout, or not hideout, but like base of operation, and this attack on the Eye of the Midnight Sun. So I was not wrong entirely about how the other Black Bull characters were going to have some part in this plot of the next arc. So I'm excited to see kind of the fights going on there, the fights going on at the Eye of the Midnight Sun's base. It's going to be great. But yeah, my biggest takeaways from this is, 1, I'm glad that they're getting into the fighting again, and 2, really, what are you going to do with Nozel? Like, unless he's going to suddenly have a change of heart about Noel, and maybe they have a heart-to-heart during this arc, or in the next one, or whatever, like, you're going to try to, like, make him human? Like, make him feel like a good person, or maybe he's like, oh, he's troubled in his own right. Like, get out of there. The one good thing out of that is that we got to see, like, Fuegoleon as a kid with him, or something like that, in a very brief backflash, and honestly, it's not worth it. Nozel is a terrible person. I'm sure he'll have kind of a redemption sort of arc of his own, but I don't know. Meh. In any event, I did enjoy this episode quite a bit. I'm excited to see where things go with this attack on the Eye of the Midnight Sun. I can't see it going super well, although Black Clover has been one of those shows where it's like, when they do something, and it's not very often that, like, things end badly, or there's that twist of, like, oh no, maybe we should retreat, or something like that. It just kind of ends up being like, oh, Asta saves the day. So, hey, you know what? I can't imagine them beating Licht at this point, but maybe there will be some kind of twist where they have to, like, regroup and run away from the Eye of the Midnight Sun. I don't know. Either way, I enjoyed this episode. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments section. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you want to see more from me, make sure to subscribe and ring the bell if you haven't already. That way you'll get all the notifications when I upload. I will see you guys in another video. Bye-bye.